Hey there, bar is open, so let's compare the Hahn SUPERDRY with the Asahi SUPERDRY. Hi, SG Alcohol Guy here, giving you honest reviews on the alcohols that I am tasting. And as mentioned, today we'll be comparing the Hahn SUPERDRY Low Carb with the Asahi SUPERDRY. And for the Hahn SUPERDRY Low Carb, I've actually come across it in supermarkets a couple of times. I don't know why I've never tried picking it up before, but I finally did. And it is retailing at around 450 Singapore dollars per bottle. For that, you will get a 330 ml bottle with 4.6% alcohol content. And while my original thought was just to do a standalone review of the Hahn SUPERDRY Low Carb, I figured might as well compare it with a beer I know to be good at being super dry, the Asahi, which is retailing at around 450 Singapore dollars per bottle. Very similar to the Hahn. It also comes in a 330 ml bottle, but with 5% alcohol content. And as with all beer reviews, I'll be describing how the beer looks, smells, and tastes. Now, how I like to do my beer reviews is this. I do like to pour them a little bit more haphazardly. This allows the beers to form up in a glass as opposed to in my stomach. And you can do this when you're out in restaurants or in pubs as well. Just really pour them a little bit more haphazardly to let the foam form up. Now, this also gives you the indication on whether the beer has a lasting finish or not. The longer the foam takes to settle, the longer the finish is going to be. This beer seems to be settling really quickly actually, so I'm not expecting a nice long finish from this beer. The taste would just disappear pretty quickly. Likewise for the Asahi. Asahi, same thing, the foam is already starting to disappear, so again, we don't expect a nice long finish. But that's going to be pretty common for all these macro brewery beers. They don't focus on the finish, they focus on the impact when it enters your mouth. And color wise, it does look like this Hahn SUPERDRY is a little bit darker compared to the Asahi. Where the Asahi is a very clear yellow color, this is a very deep yellow color. So it gives us the impression it's going to be a stronger flavor. But scent wise, no noticeable smells at all from the Hahn. It has a very light smell, faint beer smell, but it's really, really light, not noticeable. Asahi comes across as a little bit sweeter. It gives us a slightly sweeter scent, but it's a very light scent nonetheless. So pretty similar, except the Asahi smells a bit sweeter. What's a beer review without a taste test? So starting with the Hahn SUPERDRY Low Carb. It comes across as a light beer, so very light beer taste, but without tasting watered down. So it is just a very light beer. However, it definitely leaves a dry aftertaste. While the taste of the beer disappears, the dryness lingers. I would say it's about 30 seconds now, and the taste, the dryness, that texture of dryness remains. So it's very easy to go down, and because of that dry aftertaste, it makes you want to drink it more. You need to keep refilling the glass, you need to keep swallowing the beer. That's a smart marketing move. And Asahi taste test. It follows how it smells, meaning it does come across as a slightly lighter beer as well, that is sweet. While it's not as light as the Hahn, it comes across as a little bit sweet. The dryness, however, is not as dry as the Hahn. It's actually a more manageable dryness, just enough to make you want that second sip, but not to the point where you need to gulp down, another bottle, another 2 bottles. Meaning the dryness allows you to crave for it, but without overindulging. Also, the sweetness is a little bit more pleasant compared to just the light beer with a dry aftertaste. So with both being the same price, 450 Singapore dollars per bottle, I would say that I get a little bit more flavor from the Asahi, but a lot more texture from the Hahn. That being said, comparing these two side by side, I would prefer the Asahi because I like a little bit more flavor and I do not need excessive dryness in my drink. So for me, the Asahi takes the cake. Hey there, thanks for watching up to this point. I just want to state that all these reviews are based on my personal taste, preferences and opinions. They're not to be used as an industry standard. I do, however, want to find out what you think. Have you tried both these Hahn and Asahi? Which one do you prefer? Drop me some comments, let's compare some notes. And if you're still here, do help me click on the like button, the subscribe button and the notification bell because I do try to upload 2 new videos every week. Plus, if you know of anyone interested in watching such reviews, do help me send them a link to the video as well. Most importantly, my friend, happy drinking!